box Jumbo 2019 Bowman Baseball is going down right now. Good luck. Let's get ready to find monsters! Yeah, Atomic Card Guy, dude. Well, here's the good news. The good thing is at least you are hobby famous, because we will always remember that trade and we will always remember that night. So in a way, you are famous. That will never, ever be forgotten. It'll be 10 years from now and we'll say, do you remember the night when Lamar was getting his championship that you did that? So look at it that way. And you're not the first. Who do you got, ATL? BP? Are you Miriam? Because I think I saw Miriam Cruz today when I was sorting stuff. I was like, who the heck is Miriam Cruz? Must be Miriam. Brandon, he might be here watching the randomizer. He's that kind of guy. BRB, BRB, BRB. Any trades? Cubs for Giants. Atomic Card Guy's trading again? I'm trying to catch a coyote. I had to go up there and check because I thought I heard the alarm. I have coyote cam. I think there's a coyote in the area, so I set up the camera out there. But you can't see, for some reason it won't come on until it's activated. Like the infrared comes on when it's activated. Damn. I thought I caught him. Alright, so you guys trading? Alright, that's it. No trades. Alright, no trades. From the case we just did. What should I say? Stuffed on in your... Alright, let's open up this expensive ass stuff. I tell you, these darn group breakers drive the price up of all this stuff. Group breaker guys driving the prices up because they break the price of the box down into spots and makes them cheaper. Wacky group breaker guys, man. Here's number 1. Could there be a monster superfractor in any of these boxes? I've been known to pull a superfractor or two. No reason why I can't now. I know, I appreciate you being here, dude. There's a lot of people who are picky with who they break with. There's a lot of factors to being a breaker. There are. Personality, the way they handle the cards, I'm guessing, shipping times. Just, you get comfortable somewhere. $250. I know this place can get a little wacky with me. Definitely, I'm sure there's guys who don't want to be like, oh, I feel like I'm at a radio station watching card breaks. They may not like that. That's fine. Joe Adele. Where's he at? What's he doing? I gotta look him up. It's just crazy, guys. Every year there's all these players. You know, I call it the Mickey Moniak factor, and get so excited. Got to get Mickey Moniaks or Jared Kalenic or a host of these other dudes. And then the following year, the Bowman comes out, and it's like, oh, we got to get this guy and that guy and Wander Franco and all these dudes. And then 2020 Bowman, we'll be like, Wander who? Fernando Tatis, my good friend and buddy. I mean, that looks nothing like him. That's like the Carlos Correa. I mean, that doesn't even look anything at all like how he was when he was at the Topps thing. So, a shapeshifter like Carter. Geez, I must really like you guys if I'm open. Because the last time I checked, say NF. Number to 125, Lyon Richardson. No autos yet. Slices. And Lux. Yeah, he does. That's what he looked like when I met him. He had like curly, longer hair. Of course, the autographs I got at the Topps thing I gave away in breaks to you guys. Built him into breaks. The person who got those right now is like, man, that was dope. Was it any of you guys here? I got the Fernando Tatis and the Christian Yelich autos from Topps event. This stuff is so hard to freaking do. Freaking hate it. Shiny 299er for the Washington Nationals. For the Fat Cat Keneal. Hey, Grammy. Yeah, your Emmett Smith is on the way. $2013. Free agent in 2013. Damn. Free agent frenzy? This is about the fourth one of this guy tonight. Gabriel Cancel. Oh, good night, Amy. Oh, have a good night. Thanks for being here, Amy. I think I should send out Amy a Chatters package. What do you think? She gets a Grammy Award. King of all chatters. She's the queen. If Grammy's the king of all chatters, she is the queen. Oh, God. I got 3 more boxes of this stuff. Carter, come over here and finish this. I'm going to go to bed. Telmito Augustin. That's my main man, Telmito. I remember taking Ben to... Oh, he took me to a ball game. Cubs game. He's like, I'm going to ask you a lot of questions about breaks and how you do stuff and where do you get your product and how do you set it up and what do you use to broadcast. So I gave him a little bit of insight and keys to the castle of how to set up this whole screen you see here and stuff like that. He used to be a customer. Good dude. A lot of people start stuff and never finish it. Or they go broke. You should like the Cubs. They're better. They're just a cooler team than the White Sox. I mean, there's just nothing cool about the White Sox. Their colors are dumb. Their stadium is dumb. They're dumb. Yeah, they are. They are. It's just, you know me. I get a little guarded sometimes. People want to get information on how things work, how to do it, and then next thing you know, they turn into not your competition, but they just turn into not your customer anymore. That's the thing. They don't become your customer anymore. They go do their own thing. That's why it's important to constantly have new people. And keep your currents happy. Where's Joe Adele at? I can't check Google because I'd love to know what's up with Adele. Does he play? Is he actually on the team playing? $4.99. Luis Robert. Boring. Well, there you go. Just please don't do promotions where you say when we reach 700 followers, we'll give away something. We talked about that on the podcast. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't sit right with me when people do that. That's my opinion. I feel like you're begging for followers and it's just people following you. Like, because you are giving away stuff. You want organic followers. I've never, ever did one follow me when I reach this number, I'll give you stuff thing. Ever. Never once. And 99.9% of the TSP followers are real. For some reason, it says I have 10 fake followers. You can do Twitter audits. If you go to Twitter audit, you can see who has real followers and who has fake. And I think you'll surprising things. We talked about that on the podcast. Is that Breaker Culture podcast up yet? Tag on it. Oh, man. I got the backup camera going, so I'm going to open these like this. Obviously, you do have to be careful opening up Bowman in these packs. You know what's funny? I looked at my my orders, Carter, if you're listening, and anybody else for that matter. I can see what my pre-sales are, the number that I'm getting in cases and boxes. In my Bowman My Bowman Chrome, 2019 Bowman Chrome, comes out September-ish. Said 280 boxes. 280. I got so excited. He said, no, that's just what I put in to request. That's not going to happen. Ooh, Jake Bowers. Insert auto, Rookie of the Year favorite. Number to 150 for the Rays. The Rays are owned by Miriam Cruz. There you go. Not tuning my horn. Yeah. I wish it was 280, Carter. It was like 280 hobby, and then the jumbos were like 140 or something. Yeah, half of it. It's like, oh. But that's what, my sales rep puts that request in. And then allocations come out, and you get what you get. I will be a direct Topps customer, though, in July. I'm going to set a goal to win Hobby Shop of the Year next year at the Topps event. What do you think? Would that be something? Edward Cabrera, number to 150. Sweet. I mean, he's got to be dope. Just look at him. Carter, you going to buy 280 boxes of Bowman Chrome? I'm so afraid that I'm going to miss like a superfractor or something. Which we would find, but then I'm afraid I'm going to miss it. And somebody's like, oh. I mean, I know the other guys do this and just throw them to the side, but I think it's important you show all cards, even if it's for half a second. You can see people feel more comfortable that way. Then again, I'm not opening up 30 cases of Bowman on day one, so I'm sure if I did, it would be like this. Right? Isn't that what they do? The high volume dudes? I think they just rip them like that. That is a Franco Chrome. Shiny Franco. Shiny Otani. I know Eric's coming in tomorrow night, so he's, like I said, he's a master sorter. He'll go through all this stuff, triple check them, make sure I didn't miss any numbers, get all the chromes out, try to pull out any of the dope ones that he can, like the Wanderers, just to be nice, because he knows who the good guys are if he sees them. I think I pulled a low-numbered Wander Franco this year out of the Elite Baseball. Remember that? We went through our Elite Baseball phase when it came out. The one those case breaks for $99, I think it was, or serial numbers. Pretty sure we had a Wander out of them. And I wonder. Number to 150, MJ Melendez. Tommy Romero for the Rays again. Miriam Cruz. There's Nolan Jones, number 2, Hyundai 50. Chris Shaw, Rookie of the Year favorites. I don't know about that. This is going to be the last break of the night. We got an hour and a half late start tonight. Due to technical difficulties at headquarters. Yes, you are, Miriam. 70. I don't know, dudes. Yeah, I think it is a little much, if you ask me. Save your money, dude. You don't need to get one that's 70 inches. That's so big. I mean, that's a lot to handle and set up. I think that's, if you're asking me my honest opinion, yeah, I think that's a little overboard. Now, for top shelf sports cards in the shop, I'll have a 70-inch bad boy or something. I'll go get a Sam's Club special, man. They got Sam's Club specials for like 70 inchers for $700-800 probably. Now that I think about it, I probably won't spend that much for the shop. I'll probably get a 60 or something. How old is he there? 10? Wow. It's a really young photo. Monitor. Still. Just don't know why you need that. I have 19-inch here. Or 20-inch, if that. They work perfectly. You just like building dope stuff. Come down for a day and help me build out top shelf sports cards. Once I get in there. Get a lay of the land. Feel the inspiration. I still don't know what I'm doing in there. With like how I'm going to design it. I got to go in there and vibe it out, you know what I mean? I've only been in there probably twice or so since I signed it. Oh, I see you like going overboard. How much is a 70-inch TV from Sam? Someone look them up for me real quick, please. I'm curious. How much can I get a 70-incher for? Or 65 nowadays? 700? Oh, you will, Smash? You'll give me some ideas? That would be great. The cool thing is it's basically straight back. There's a studio with the window. Looks just like a radio station. A little studio with the windows on both front and the back. The glass to look into. And then I'm looking basically like this picture here of the camera facing that way. It's wider than this, but it goes back like as far as where the dark lights are back there. So it's just one big long open area with a little partition in the back. It like separates where I'm going to have the snack bar and stuff. And then there's a door, and then there's another room, and that's where the bathroom is. and then like a place where I'm going to probably keep storage. I'm going to get one of those case shelvings that lock. It's like a cage, basically, that locks. You ain't stepping on my toes. I just want a cheap one for the shop. You know what I mean? Like nowadays, or in the early days, you could buy a TV that was an off-brand name, and I think it was a real dumper. But nowadays, I think you're safe if you buy a 70-incher and it's not Samsung. I think you're gonna not really be able to not tell the difference. So I would go with the off-brand 70-inch if it price was right. $750, not bad. Yeah, that's what I thought. $700. Might be able to get a good deal on Sam's. Here's the show. Ready for the show, the Jesus Lizard. Oh, snap. There you go, dude. Keneal. 82-inch. That would look nice on the walls. About it. Can't be mad at that. C-Mall. $4.99 Mullins. $75-inch. He's overrated. His stats don't appear to be too overrated from what I just recently saw. I can't quote them off the top of my head, but his stats appeared to be pretty solid. But I do not know baseball like I do football. That's just me. Ooh, yikes. Sounds like I'll be going with the 65er. Those things are beautiful. When I'm out that way, I love to go into Best Buy and go into the fancy TV room. You know, the fancy TV room at Best Buy. And look at those bad boys. Good stuff. Fernando. Also not overrated. Fernando. Tatis. Why are they still 3,000? That must be a super freaking whatever the newest, latest technology is. Oh, 85. Damn. I mean, when is big too big? You know? I mean, how big does it need to be? Let's be honest with each other here. Does it really need to be that big? I mean, you reach a point for home usage, that is. I'm not talking if you're a bar or restaurant owner or a dope-ass new card shop owner that you want to make your card shop into like a cool lounge. How many autos are in this freaking box? 7? Number to 250, Chad Spanberger. Life size. Life size. So do you mean the TV is literally this wall? So when you're watching it, the people are 6 feet tall? That would be cool. I've seen those. They have those. Russell. Life-size TV. I'm sure they exist at Disney parks or something. Theme parks probably have that stuff. Oh, man. Imagine playing the video games on that then. Them freaking video games today look life realistic as can be. It's creepy. Okay, here we go. Last box, super. A super box. And yes, and there he is. He picks up on it. Good job, Seth G. See if anybody's paying attention out there. Tyson must have fell asleep. I mean, Heather, she's good with our size. My size. TV. Upstairs. She doesn't have to be all big. I mean, it's like, what is that one? Smash, you were here. 60 maybe? That's fine. Yeah, 60 or 62. I think ours is a 60 up there. When we were shopping for TVs, Heather was like, look, honey, you know, it doesn't have to be that big. You don't want it to look stupid on the wall. You don't want it to look like, well, it doesn't really look proportionate on the wall. You just got a big TV to say you have a big one. You know? So, I think we went with the one that fits proportionately on the wall above the fireplace. Standard 60 maybe? Yeah. I am kind of a I'm very picky. There are some TVs, like for your home, that you're going to watch your shows on and your movies and your sports. Yeah. You really want to get probably a Samsung, in my opinion. Super bright, vibrant. I turn up the color like almost all the way up, and the sharpness. I just want it looking really sharp and bright. Vivid. Very vivid. But for something like your card shop, I don't think that you have to have it that dope, because it's still going to look good with the sports on. And it's kind of in the background thing. Unless you got the money. Oh, hell yeah, buy a super ass dope one. Then it does look awesome. People are like, wow. But I'd rather people be like, wow, look at all that cool stuff he has for sale. Yeah, I really firmly believe that Samsung has figured it out first and does it right. No doubt. The one we have in our secondary living room, we've had that since, I mean, I can remember when we got it. I toted it around to like 4 different places, so that one's probably got to be going on year 10 or so. Easily. Yeah, probably year 10. And works like a charm. It's perfect. It's a plasma. I think a plasma from back in the day. Because LCDs were really thick, right? Weren't they really heavy and chunky LCDs, or the LCDs small? No, it's an LCD. The plasmas were heavy. Compensating for something else. You mean like those guys with those big ass giant diesel trucks that I just don't understand? Like, we live in a nice quiet subdivision. Drive around this big ass loud diesel freaking truck that sounds like a rocket. Okay. Okay. I just don't get it. I really, really don't get that. And if you guys are those guys that drive those trucks, don't be mad at me. I'm just being honest. I don't understand why you have to drive around in such a monster freaking truck in like neighborhoods. You want to do monster trucks, build a monster truck, go to monster truck races. But to have one in a suburban community driving that thing around, don't get it. I mean, I can hear them coming from 5 blocks away, and they sound like a freaking jetliner. They have a different, I can't explain the sound of them. They whistle kind of. Big, giant freaking tires and big, sturdy, heavy-duty Ram thing. And they like work in corporate America or something. Number 50, Joey Wentz. You have a 42-inch plasma washing machine? Wow, that's pretty dope. I don't know if that's a plasma or not. I'm telling you, it's definitely 10, 11 years old and works. It's beautiful. The Samsung I got in the secondary living room in the front there. I love it. It has the glass beveled edge that turns like it's kind of reddish looking when it's on. Joey Wentz. I don't know where he went, but that's pretty cool. Yeah, it would have died, right? So it must be LCD. I think it is LCD because that was like 10 years ago or so. Samsung LCD, and I remember it is LCD. I remember at the time it was one of the first thinner LCDs. I mean, it's really only like this, about like this big, this thick. I really do love it. I've had probably 2 or 3 others broke down, and that one's still going. I thought that circle thing was a new design, but it's just something in the background. I was like, that looks different than before. RCA, oh my God, I bought an RCA once. I forget what they called they had like a fancy name for their RCA TV. And I got suckered into buying one of those. Boy, did that thing suck. There's always something wrong with it. And then one day it just died. On. Boy, Brewer Hicklin. I know, Grammy. Smash, did you know when you were here? Maybe you did notice it, and pointed it out, but did you see the speakers? This house is wired for sound throughout the whole house. I don't think there's any down here, obviously, but there's dope ass speakers in every room, and we need to figure out. I don't know what you buy. I guess you buy a tuner or something, or an amp. On the bottom, there's a cabinet that has all the wires coming out of it. I think it might bring in the Best Buy Geek Squad and have them hook it up. Be fun at Christmas time, I know that. Play the Christmas music throughout the whole house. Turn the games on. You can hear the game when you go upstairs and whatnot. Head unit tuner. Yeah, but you would think nowadays there's something that's just one-stop shop. You just plug it in. You don't have to use all those wires. It's a unit, one unit that you can control with your phone or something. $4.99. Jake Powers, he's dope. There's our boy Soto. Julio Rodriguez, $2.99. I do think some of these packs have what they call, it's not necessarily a real hot pack, have more shinies in it. I'll do a hit cap rate for you guys. Okay? Okay. I definitely cannot open more Bowman after this. Tonight. How you doing out there, Atomic Card Guy? Rick Barker? Yeah, you don't need all them. I feel like we're getting tons of autos. I can't wait to see how many we actually got. It's probably exactly a right number. Oberian Cruz from the ATL. 15 free agent. Need a receiver and plug the wires in. Good to see your team. You got the Yankees. Yankees, Cubs, Twins. I know I pulled a Twins auto, but I don't know if it was in this break. I'm going to go do a hit recap after this. My dude. I shipped out stuff to you today. Did you get your tracking email, Rick Barker? You're supposed to get an email, Rick Barker, with tracking on it. Did you get such a thing? Three packs left. I don't know if there's any autos left. Oh, you did get it. Okay. The reason I asked is I got an email from a guy today, which is usually a weekly occurrence. Just checking in on my breaks. Did them a couple days ago, last week. Look, there's another auto. Oberian Cruz. Again, number to $4.99. So I think sometimes the stamps.com goes to their spam and they don't see it. Because it comes from stamps.com. And I'm like, yep, shipped it out yesterday or a couple days ago or even today. We are about, I would say, I don't know, they're 15, 16 games in right now. So that's about 10% of the season. Oh, I really need a haircut. Look at this freaking afro, dude. Oh my God. 15% or 10% of, 15% of your car insurance. We are 10% of the way through the season. Oh, okay, dudes. Boom. Boom, I got your girlfriend. Well, now. Let's do a hit recap, shall we?